Prince Rogers Nelson, a man of many faces and names.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld.
Prince was legendary. Everything he did, whether it was music, film, people knew about it, people wanted to talk about it, people took it in, people loved it. Prince was just another kid born June 7th, 1958, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Prince's music was really unlike anything anyone had ever heard before. Funk, rock, pop, R&B, psychedelia, all together in one genre, really. I mean, he really did it all. Prince had over 50 albums in his lifetime. Of course, most of the albums were solo, but he still had bands. Prince and the Revolution, Prince and the New Power Generation, Third Eye Girl. 100 million records sold worldwide. 100 million. That's a whole bunch of records. There's some artists out there that are struggling to sell a few thousand, 1 million if they're lucky. In 1978, he ended up releasing his debut album, For You. Was For You successful? Yeah. Was it the most successful? I mean, no, not at all. It was the man's first record. Prince's first album, For You, was only the beginning. There was a long road ahead. There was plenty more where that came from. Under being a solo act as only Prince, he went on to release more records, like I said. Then the Revolution came along. Prince and the Revolution. 1999. Around the World in a Day. Parade. And of course, everybody knows. Purple Rain. 4 albums released under the Revolution. Now, like every other genius, Prince liked to do stuff his own way. Prince was seen in the industry as a jerk. No one really liked to work with him. Of course, Prince was an amazing artist, but he was so good that he really didn't want anybody to tell him what to do or how to do his music. All of Prince's music, Prince wrote, composed, performed, produced. He did everything. If Prince would have let people push him around back then and tell him how to do his music, he probably wouldn't be where he was at his point of his career. 4 albums released under Prince and the Revolution. That band ended up breaking apart. Once again, Prince is now solo. No more Revolution, just Prince. On comes one of his greatest albums ever, Sign of the Times. Of course, Prince stuck with his solo act for a while, released a few more albums as only Prince, and then on come his next band, Prince and the New Power Generation. But New Power Generation, that was a different sound. It was funk music with rapping in it. It wasn't only Prince on vocals. Prince would have rappers from the New Power Generation actually do some raps on his songs. It was something new, it was something different, it was something fresh. Some people enjoyed this, others hated it. Some people would say that it was Prince being lazy, and that's why he would just have his band actually rap on the music. Say what you want though. Prince and the New Power Generation had a few good albums as a group together. During his run with the New Power Generation, Prince underwent a name change. He was no longer Prince. It was no longer Prince and the New Power Generation. Who was a love symbol? The love symbol was an unpronounceable symbol. It was a sign. The love sign, the love symbol, the Prince sign. Of course, like everything else in music, the New Power Generation didn't last all that long. They had a few records together, yes. But just like the Revolution, stuff happens. They break up. Prince from here on out is solo. Here's something that a lot of people really don't know about Prince. Moore's Day and the Time. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't, but I guarantee you've heard at least one of their songs. Like every other aspect of Prince's music, he was controlling. He was a control freak. No one liked Prince. No one liked working with Prince. Prince controlled the time. It was his group. Sure, it was Morris Day and the Time, but really it was Prince and the rest of them. Prince ran everything. Morris Day and the Time were very successful. 4 albums. 4 albums they had under Prince. The Time, self-titled. What time is it? Ice Cream Castles. Pandemonium. Morris Day and the Time ended up breaking up under Prince. 50 albums. 100 million records sold worldwide. He was the greatest at what he did. A man who really marched to the beat of his own drum. Prince's life may have been lost, but his legend will forever live on. From Prince's first album, For You, all the way to Prince's final albums, Hit and Run, Phase 1 and Phase 2. Each one had a special meaning behind them. Each one meant something. Prince didn't have a single bad album. He really didn't. Of course, some were much better than others, but that's with every artist. Believe it or not, Prince is actually one of my role models. He's really someone to look up to if you're aspiring to be your own person. Me, myself as a person, I prefer doing things my way, to my liking, to where I know that I'll be most successful. There was really no one better at doing that than Prince. Prince really was a star. Prince was the man.